of the things that I am trying not to let affect me is not buying nothing. That has affected me a lot. Because I had income, I would buy whatever I wanted. And it takes a lot to get back to that, knowing that I don't have that luxury. I buy the things that are a necessity for me and myself and Claude. Yeah, so that's something I gotta get used to, but not for long because I know that my circumstance is changing. I have money to pay my rent, and to live for Claude and I to live and pay my bills. But I don't want to use that money. I want to save it. I want to save it and add more. Okay, that was a moment. That was a moment. Editor Lauren here. Sorry, we forgot to do an intro. Claude and I Claude, really? I was editing and I honestly forgot to do an introduction of who we are. So please excuse that. I'm Lauren. Claude is around here somewhere, and we talk about our lives here in San Francisco. And yes, this video is a little bit, it's real. So I just want to prepare you. It's nothing negative. It's all positive. It's about manifesting. It's about saving emergency fund. I don't want to go any further, but welcome to the channel and we'll see you soon. Bye. I'm not interested in, I mean, I would love to do weekly vlogs. I would love to go, take you shopping with me. But realistically, I don't have the means to do that. And I think I'm being 100% real. And I don't want to pseudo fake, like buying stuff and then having to, send it back or take it back. I don't want to do that because when I buy something, I want to keep it because I love it and it adds something to my life and it adds something to my style. The last thing that I bought that really was probably, I think the last thing I bought, which was probably, yeah, I think it was the row bag. Yeah, that was it. That was the last thing I bought and I think immediately I thought, oh my God, I made a mistake. And I'm like, no, I love the bag. Why am I like not taking the bag? So anyway, so this kind of, is all the things, just this episode of, doing life better is about being real and being honest about what it means to not have the same lifestyle. And would I be able to live like this for, let's say if I did receive, employment and I'm not making as much as I used to. And so my lifestyle would have to just, take that hit. Would I be willing and would I be okay with accepting that? That is something that I don't know because I'm so used to having. I'm so used to, and giving freely. So that's something that I gotta get used to. I mean, not really because my circumstance is changing. I do believe in that, that affirmation, like what I put into the world, it comes into existence. So my circumstance is temporary. It is a system that will end very soon. And so I speak of that. And so that's why I haven't been, because I know my circumstance, I know the situation is, it's got a time limit and the limit on that time is vastly approaching. So I'm okay. I feel confident in that. So there is that. So, I mean, but I watch how my words, what I say, because they do have power in them, and I want to not speak ill wills of myself, because we tend to do that to ourselves. We tend to talk as if those words don't have meaning and they don't inflict pain on people. So I definitely want to speak with intention and affirmations, and they have a result. Words have a result. Words have a consequence. So yeah, there's that. So I've been looking, like, kind of getting a list together of things that when I'm back in the green again, or back in the black, when I'm back in the black again, what I plan on purchasing. And the first, and no, I don't want to say the first thing. I think I want to the first thing I'm probably most likely going to do is probably reinvest the funds that I've been using to pay for my bills. Reinvest those funds back into my high yield savings account. And I know that high yield savings accounts have changed, because I got an email from American Express saying the terms or whatever. So I understand that. So I have to reinvest those funds back into my accounts so I can build them back up and build them even better. So if any circumstance like this ever happens again, I'm prepared. But I was prepared because I'm able to live off of, that emergency fund. And when they say it's emergency fund, you should have, they're not lying. You should always have an emergency fund, because you don't feel that sense of panic that I sometimes feel. And I can imagine if I felt this every day, I think it's not good for my health, and it's not good for anyone's health to have that constant, that sense of dread, and that sense of, where is this next thing coming from? That's not a good feeling, and I don't wish that upon anybody who truly wants to do better for themselves. So let's get that out the way. So that's the one thing that's the first thing I'm going to do, is get that done, because we are not going to be rolling into 2026 or 2025 into being in debt. That's not what we're going to do. So there are those things. But I've been trying to keep a list of things I want to purchase for myself, that I said I wanted to get for myself. And I had planned on buying this for my birthday this year, which was my Cartier Panther 18 karat gold. That was the watch I was going to get for myself. And I remember my sister and I were in Vegas, and I wanted to go to the Cartier store, but they were doing something with it. And then it was open, but something in me said, no, Lauren, not right now. And I think sometimes you have to listen to those voices that tell you things about, like, when is the right time. And it was not me denying myself. It was me being realistic about, I don't want to blow like $5,000 on a watch that I can't replace that money with. I mean, I don't know why, but I just knew that I shouldn't spend that money on that. So I listened to myself, and I'm super thankful that I did listen to myself, and that I didn't spend it on this time, because I just knew it. Anyway. So that was one of the first things that's the second thing. First thing is to resupply my emergency fund. The second thing is to, I don't know if I'm going to, I don't know if I'm going to buy a vintage Cartier Panthère, or if I'm going to buy, I don't know if I'm going to buy new, because, because I don't know. I don't know. That's something I'd have to, there was there was the Panthère, and then there was also the tank. I love the tank. I think the tank is more everyday kind of wear, and of course I wanted it black with gold, or chocolate brown with gold. But I think black or gold would probably be perfect, because I wear a lot of black. So, but even the brown, anyway, it doesn't matter. So that will be my second, that'll be my second purchase. So yeah, so probably the tank or the Panthère. The Panthère is probably more expensive than the tank, because the tank is just the leather. The Panthère is actually links, gold, 18 karat gold links. So I would probably do that one as my second purchase. And then I've been kind of toying around on whether or not I don't need another bag. I do not need another bag, but I was thinking about another bag. Honestly, I don't. I would say I don't need another bag. If I needed another bag, I probably need another black. I need a black bag, because I don't have a black bag. I mean, I have my small Chanel, you know, the I have that Chanel one, but and then I have my Claire V bag, but I don't have a black handbag. Oh, I do. No, I don't. No, I don't. I don't have a black handbag. So that would probably, I was thinking of, if we go to my Pinterest, what was I thinking? Where were my pins? I was thinking, what was I thinking? I was going to, the bag that I was looking at, I think I was looking at, I don't think, I know I was looking at the Antigona, the Givenchy's Antigona, and then I was also looking at the Demilier bag. Now, I really like the Demilier because I don't see a lot of women here in San Francisco with it. And I honestly, I don't see a lot of women here in San Francisco with the Antigona bag either. So I think either one of those would probably work really well. Yeah, so those are the two that I was thinking about purchasing. That'll be my third thing to get. And then I kind of, yeah, I wanted, I had some pearl earrings that I bought at Macy's years ago. Do you know those turned out to be not pearl earrings? I remember buying them, specifically asking the salesperson, are these pearl earrings? And they said, yes. I said, these are not faux pearls. These are real, genuine, cultured pearls. The person was like, yes. And he said, you see how they're not perfectly, they're perfectly round. I was like, oh yeah, okay. So they weren't pearls. They weren't real. Honestly, if I would have kept my receipt, I would have taken them back to Macy's 15 years later. I don't care. Yeah, you have to watch these retail stores. Sometimes they sell you not real things. And that's unfortunate to say that, but it's true because honestly, I bought them at Macy's in Sacramento, downtown mall. Yes, bought them there and they were not real. So I do want a pair of Akoya a pearl necklace. I have some pearl necklaces. Those are real, but I bought those at the thrift. I bought them at a reseller or a thrift store. Thrift store, child, be real. Bought them at the thrift store, and I tested them, and they are pearls. So I have some pearl necklaces, but I really wanted a newer strand from Akoya, and I wanted some pearl earrings from Akoya as well. So that might be one of my purchases. Maybe that might be my fifth, because I've already got one, two, about my fourth. Let's see, get back my savings back, my high yield savings account back. Buy my Cartier, buy my black Nemelia or Antigona. And yeah, so it's my fourth, which is pearl earrings and getting a pearl necklace. And I want it to fall like right about here, a nice length. But I want them both to be from Akoya, which is like one of the best Akoya pearls. Akoya pearl choker was kind of like a pearl choker from Mikimoto. That's the brand. And they're a nice little weight to them, but they are the best. And I would definitely want to get those. So yeah, so that'll be my fourth thing. And I think that's kind of, and then yes, I really, really, really want my apartment painted. I want it painted white. I want a new rug. So actually the painting might move up to number 1. So I really have to write these out. I'll write it out and I'll kind of report back. So there's going to be a pause. Listen to some good old music, and I'll be right back. So I've written everything down. Well, I have it all saved in my eternal list of gets. So my eternal list is my Cartier watch, either the Tank or the Panthère, gold. So that's number 2. Remember, number 1 is to take all the money that I've been spending out of my high yield savings account and taking that and filling that back up and with a little extra. And then buy my Cartier watch, because that's me celebrating my birthday, my birthdays. 2, that was 2. 3, my Antigona or my Demelier black leather belt, have mercy, tote bag, both in medium large-ish, because I love a big bag. So that's those, either whichever one I choose. I'll have to try both to see which one I want. So first, top off my high yield savings account and with a little extra, my Cartier Panther or tank in gold with black, 18 karat, my Antigona or the Demelier in black leather with the gold hardware. And fourth is my pearl earrings and pearl studs and pearl necklace. Be nice if they were matching by hopefully there were Akoya pearls by with the signature Mikimoto clasp. That'll be my fourth thing. And then fifth will be some sunglasses, a pair of Jacques Marimage sunglasses. And I would prefer them in a cute kind of a vintage S style with a either a brown tint or a green tint. I'll even take a black tint. That's some of the colors that I want, because I'm very good at holding on to my glasses, my sunglasses, because hello, I wear glasses all the time, so they got to stay on my face. So yeah, so that's my fifth thing. So those 5 things will be my list of gets for 2025. I'm excited. Now, I can buy, I would say 1, 2 of the items vintage. I could either buy the Cartier vintage and the Antigona or the Demelier vintage. So those two. I could buy vintage. So my black purse with gold hardware, I can buy that vintage. Secondhand. And then my Cartier, I can also buy that secondhand. But honestly, I want the experience of buying the Cartier watch. So I'll probably buy that from Cartier. And I can also do the Mikimoto and the pearl earrings. I can do those secondhand as well. But it all depends on where I can find it. If I can find it at a really good quality vintage place, I'll definitely pick those up. But otherwise, I would probably just buy them wherever. Buy them at like Bloomingdale's or Bergdorf or BG, Bergdorf Goodman. So I can do those. So there's that. And then Jacques Marie Mage, I can most likely pick those up when I go to LA, or I don't believe we have a store here in San Francisco. Let me check. Jacques Marie Mage. I don't think we have a store. I don't think the closest one I think is in LA. Yeah, I think they have them in Vegas, or LA or Vegas. So I'll get them either place. So yeah, so that's my list of things that I want to purchase in the year of 2025, 2026. I'm going to give myself some time because I do have some important things to get myself back on good footing. I'm really, really super lucky is that I don't have credit card debt. So I don't have any credit card debt. I usually pay my bill every month. So that's where that high yield savings account has been getting used. So we're going to, there's that. So financially, besides not having a job, That's where a lot of my money's been coming from. And when they say have a emergency fund, it's truly is, it's one of the best things you can do for yourself. It protects you. So in situations like unexpected unemployment happens, you're covered, but you don't want to heavily rely on that. You want to be able to find quick employment somewhere. So I am doing some part-time consulting work. Haven't seen any payout for that, but who knows, that could turn around tomorrow. So I'm actively working on those things. But yeah, so that's my forward thinking manifestation of things that will come in the year 2025, 2026. Those will be wonderful years for all of us. A new Madam President, wonderful things happening for the world. Lots of strife will come to an end, and we'll get back to building. So yeah. So thank you so much and letting me share, letting me vent. Letting me share my manifestation, my goals for what I plan on shopping for when I start work again soon. I can't wait, and I can't wait to style some of my work outfits with you and take you on some of my vacations. And I am taking Claude on some of my vacations because he is my main man. That's my dog. But yeah, it's been, it's when you talk about, just a side note, when you talk about things in a positive way, it feeds you with positivity and energy. So I hope that gives you courage and strength, for all those people who are suffering, who happen to be not a good time for them right now, that they have faith, that things will work out, and the universe has wonderful plans for you. And I'll catch you next time on my next video. We'll talk about a next thing on Do Life Better series. We'll probably talk more about, I think there's some other things that I neglected to bring out and to show you about how to maintain your wardrobe in your closet. There are some things I forgot to mention, so I'll do a part 2 of that. And also I'll do a part 2 of some of the best shoes you can buy. I'll show you some of the best shoes you can buy right now as the weather is starting to turn. So if you don't have these things, it's okay. You can always buy them secondhand or just not buy them at all. How about that? Anyway, I'll talk with you next time, and don't forget to subscribe and like, and we'll see you soon. Bye.